They were interfering.
No threats detected.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Acceleration. Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low.
This bodes well.
Insufficient output. Destroyed.
Ray, we have returned with ill tidings. Huh? Are you okay? You look terrible.
Blame the weirdo who tried to bust in and destroy Elena before her repairs were done.
What?
Was some giant purple-skinned asshole. Who the hell are the people on this rock with horns growing out of their heads?
You guys ran into one too.
I would hardly call our foe a giant, but he most certainly had the skin and horn you describe.
I think our days of taking it slow and steady are behind us.
Perhaps, but for now you should sleep. You may not have another chance for a while. And you look ready to keel over. We shall stand watch for you. We are more than capable. Please, rest while you can.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Alright. You guys mind waking Midas up before I...
Good night, Ray.
Ray? Ray? It's time to get up. You're awake, finally.
Morning to you too. How you feeling?
Self-repairs are ongoing, but I'm at least able to operate at 70% capacity. I can move just fine now.
Ah, I slept through your first steps. Some captain I am.
Midas was there for me, in your stead.
Oh yeah? Thanks, man.
Nonsense. Any doctor or inventor would do the same.
Now that I've recovered, I can assist you. So, Captain, status report.
Chloe's down here. Likely on the other side of the kingdom. We're gonna find her. Leticia and the others have promised to help us out, thankfully. Thing is, I kinda had to promise them something in return. That I'd help cajole Midas into returning with them to the capital.
Your efforts on that front will be in vain.
Midas. Should my system see a marked drop in performance, for some reason or another, it would be helpful to have someone familiar with my schematics besides Ray nearby. That way, any problems that arise could be quickly dealt with.
And if I say no?
Then we would bid you farewell, and that would be that. Were I to require help on my journey, I would seek out a local semiomancer or engineer.
Enough, I'm coming. I've Albert's arm to consider after all.
You will?
But I'm only accompanying you lot for purely semiomantic reasons. I reserve the right to leave whensoever I wish.
Appreciate it.
Now, as for Chloe, any idea on how to begin our search?
We have heard from reliable sources that Rythel's ports are meant to reopen in due course. And the quickest way to the easterly lands is by ship through the channel.
Sounds like a plan. Come on, we got a boat with our name on it.
Ahoy! Remember me, Welch, the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts? I need something like yesterday. I'll give you the deets in person, so come to my house in Delric ASAP. Do you copy? Ugh, ASAP, okay? Tick-tock, tick-tock!
Why do those insects ignore it?
Pardon us.
You sure took your sweet time. Did not I say ASAP?
I did try to arrive as quickly as possible.
Save your apologies, we're short on time anyway, thanks to you. I need you to get me this. Now that I've made my request, show me some real urgency. Someone is late. Very late. Oh no! What if they gave up halfway through? Ooh, if they did, they're gonna get a handy stick to the face. Oh.
Please do not worry. I have brought it.
How long were you there? Me? What? Worry? I knew from the start you'd deliver. Never lost my faith in you one bit. Excellent! You've gotten everything I needed. Now I can complete that work in progress. You want to know what I'm making? Well, that is a secret exclusive to me, myself, and I. As thanks, I will now give you a lesson in the crafting secrets of the Vineyard family. Well, aren't you impressed? Remember, though, it's a secret to everybody. Okie doke. I'll give you a buzz again when I need something new. Be ready to move at a moment's notice.
Glad to be of assistance.
Improvements in general awareness confirmed.
Successful craftsmanship stems from well-devised blueprints. There, finished. Successful craftsmanship There, finished. Successful craftsmanship. There, finished. Successful craftsmanship. There, finished. Successful craftsmanship. There, finished. Successful craftsmanship. There, finished. Successful craftsmanship stems from well... There, finished. Successful craftsmanship stems... There, finished. Successful craftsmanship. There, finished. Successful craftsmanship. There, finished. Successful craftsman. There, finished. Successful craftsmanship. There, finished. Successful craftsman. There, finished. Successful craftsmanship. 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 There, finished.
Quiet now. Solidly done on my part.
Midas's technique is astonishing. To think someone with his skill lived in hiding out there in the mountains like that.
Maester Midas, what might you be gazing at?
Yes.
Is there a rare bird in flight? Perhaps you are investigating tomorrow's weather?
Okay.
I am not so knowledgeable myself, but I believe there is a discipline that predicts the weather from cloud shapes and wind speed in the sky.
Ah.
Tomorrow, a fried egg carried by a bunny will descend from the sky and land on your pillow. Just kidding?
Yes.
I must be disturbing you. I beg your pardon.
Ah.
Perhaps still, he has no interest in speaking with me. No, I cannot remain dejected. For present and future considerations, I must strike a topic that sparks his interest.
sometimes you just gotta take a step back and really appreciate everything doctors do.
Truly, they are an essential part of society, especially as one grows older.
I really didn't like going to the doctor when I was a kid. I knew it meant I'd be choking down some gross medicine later.
Indeed.
Getting shots hurt, and then I'd have to stay in bed, no playing outside.
Yet they are all necessary means to cure an affliction. It is a fact of life.
I mean, yeah, I get it now. What the doctor said was totally right. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't still have some hard feelings there.
Henceforth, you ought do your best to retain your good health, so as to avoid the need for a doctor.
Oh, definitely. Can't afford to run out of gas while we're on our journey, right? We gotta look out for each other.
Agreed. Incidentally, pray tell, what is shots?
There's these things with big needles that inject medicine directly into your body.
Oh my, a needle in one's body? Is it wise to do such a thing?
Oh yeah, totally normal. Needles can even get blood out so you can run a bunch of tests.
Get blood out?
What's wrong?
I find myself frightened by the idea of visiting a doctor in your world, Ray.
I guess that's all the more reason to keep yourself in tip-top shape.
I dare to fathom those purple horned folk and whoever was investigating the pods are in cahoots.
Seeing everyone all dejected like this is so aggravating. I'll tell you what they are.
Your Highness, I would like to ask your opinion.
Certainly. What can I do?
Thank you graciously. In truth, I have been unsure of which muscles on my body I ought to train.
Muscles? Your physique?
Precisely. Please decide which muscles I should prioritize to train, my upper body or my lower body. My time is limited. Since you are here beside me, do you see any muscles that you feel are lacking?
Well, I am no expert on the topic by any means, but let us see. Mayhap you should prioritize strengthening your lower body.
I see. My lower body, you say?
The muscles in your lower body are most important when throwing, no? This approach may suit the unique characteristics of your chakram and help your ability to move and dodge.
Ah, an excellent point. I knew your words of wisdom would be my savior. I shall commence my training starting today.
Whoever they were, they saw right through that cloaking device. That's pretty high tech for any ordinary locals here.
Pardon us. How exquisite. type of lively scene as one would expect of a mining town.
According to Dr. Ezen, this town was thriving a whole lot more years ago.
I hardly know such things myself, but what are they mining?
As far as metal, they bring up copper the most these days. I was told that someone discovered gold here long ago, and that this town was built when many people came searching for it.
A town born from gold. I do remember hearing of such a place.
There's no more gold left, of course, but there's something else here that's very valuable. So you know all those big crystal-like rocks you see poking out in the mine? That's called translucent gypsum. It can be processed into all kinds of things.
Oh, that is actually gypsum?
Yes, for the most part. At least from what I've heard. Processed Delric gypsum is really high quality. It's used in roads and buildings in the royal capital Ascendros. For us, iatromancers and doctors, it's also a key material used when treating broken bones.
Buildings in the royal city, you say? How poorly I have studied to know of so little of mine own kingdom. To our people, the town of Delric is like an unsung hero.
For you to say those words, Leticia, it makes me pretty pumped. Apparently, nothing made my dad more proud than when he was working to help the people here as an iatromancer.
It was Maester Filberto who spoke as such?
I didn't hear it firsthand, though. It was Dr. Ezen who told me. It is my hope that I, too, can continue to carry his spirit into the future.
Carrying on the ideas of one's father? Perhaps I understand somewhat.
All that is left now is to make our way from Rifle to the royal city. All that is left now.
Princess Leticia, when you visited the doctor, I never would have thought you were the same girl I saw at my father's funeral years ago.
I am truly sorry I failed to recognize you, Nina.
Oh, someone like you need not have to apologize at all.
No, it was remiss of me to forget you.
I guess I did hold hope that you'd remember me. Just a little bit.
I am so terribly sorry.
Oh, you're taking me too seriously. I was just joking. Please, lift your head up. You know, what I was actually thinking then was, since our dads knew each other and all, that perhaps I would become friends with this girl someday.
Oh, Nina.
If it's okay with you, I mean, if it's really okay.
Would you honor me with your friendship, if it is not too late?
Hey! Well, you know, I was just about to ask you that. I'm so stoked! You got it! Starting today, we are the best of pals!
Yes, pals it is.
What do you think about when you use Duma to fly around?
In all honesty, I focus ever so much on the flying that I do not have the capacity to think of aught else.
Makes sense. I mean, even I haven't flown around like that before.
Also, I find myself oft terrified. What if I fall? I cannot rid my mind of the anxiety. Oh, on this topic, the world you come from is even higher than the sky, yes? Have you ever felt frightened in such a high place?
Huh, never thought about it like that. I guess you're not wrong. But the sensation of falling is different when you're on the surface here. I can't really say the same about flying with Duma. As they say, you get used to it.
Fascinating. I wonder if one day I shall become accustomed to sky travel.
That's all fine and dandy, but just don't get careless before that.
I see. One must consider so many aspects in regard to flight.
I dare to fathom those purple horned.
Can you believe Elena
Midas's technique is astonishing.
So exquisite.
Whoever they were,
Enjoy your respite.
Threat detected ahead.
Bleed!
Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Destroyed.
Bleed!
More than you deserve. They were fooled to try.
By the way, didn't you guys get attacked by some weirdo the last time you passed through here?
We did.
Can't help but wonder, does he have something to do with the people who downed me and Chloe's pods?
It's still too early to tell. Midas, can you be certain that no race of people resembling that man exists on this planet?
No, not 100%. It could very well be.
That?
The continent that lies to the south of Asarius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them remains undiscovered.
Now that you mention it, since Elena's pod flew over Nilbeth on the way in, maybe someone there saw it and decided to follow her to this continent.
To that point, Nilbeth possesses technology in semiomancy that neither Osarius nor the Vale Empire do. Perhaps a few overweening semiomancers wish to leverage their position.
Let's hope it's nothing more.
Initiate emergency protocols. Threat neutralized. Destroyed. Insufficient force neutralized.
Well, that's over with.
My swords are at the ready!
Warning. Energy levels low.
Enemies up ahead. I heard you.
Try.
Perimeter secured.
I think we're in luck. You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Ah, filthy pests!
Maester, are you alright?
I'm fine, but nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. But why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this. Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait! But can't we...
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have symbols to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread,
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please. Not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay. You got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. those birds' feces.
Ugh, why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed.
Leticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rhythal is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost. I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Hey, Leticia, Albert. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before?
No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines.
Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
At last, an end to our worries. Soon the kingdom shall be free of this plague. I hate to ask this, but Dr. Vanel, don't you agree we should keep this medicine a secret for now?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Why is that?
Because the plant used to make it can only be found in one location, and in limited numbers. With as few plants as there are, there's no way we can make enough doses for everyone.
And where might we be able to find these elusive plants?
Mount Cotterint, and nowhere else. It's just to the north of Cotto, and the quickest way I know to get there would be by ferry.
If Cotto's along the ferry route as well, their citizens might also have fallen ill.
This is awful. I know it's better to keep this hidden, but I still can't help feeling...
Nina.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go get Elena. Before we do anything, first we need Uncle Midas to get well again. Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Cotto, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca-Lemphis.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Cotterint. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Cotto seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
merchant magnate with genius level smarts. You busy? Never mind. Don't care if you are. I'm summoning you to come to my house in Delric post-haste. I need something else now. Do you copy? Post-haste. Comprende? Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Rest
If I
easy,
must.
'cause Nina's here.
And see me with those shooting stars. On the way home from some shopping.
I'd have been...
Love this weather.
Pardon us.
There you are, Slowpoke. Didn't I say post-haste? Anywho, today I need you to bring me this. You're on it, right? Great! Now get me that with max speed.
Is there a path here that leads to the Hallowed Mount?
There is. We head for the shrine.
You'll not be the last. Victory is within reach. Neutralized. The enemy falters.
Ready for engagement.
Much still to learn. Assault. But it's with you. Here I am. You are more than you deserve. Do not hit me. The fight is ours. Neutralized.
We can exit from behind Elena's pod.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base. Compared to this, your climb to Ada was a morning constitutional.
Noted. But if Aussarians could scale this mountain a century ago, I see no reason why we can't.
Might I remind you, Midas, you're still convalescing, and I heard Albert also fell ill at one point. Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
Not if you're in as much of a hurry as you say.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to pray as well.
Why?
My pod crash landed in this shrine's sanctuary, leaving it in utter ruin. If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.